forced to watch Star Trek Picard. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube harpy. Star Trek Picard is still going. A few more episodes. And yeah, this episode was so bad, I had to call in some reinforcements. Who are you? Why are you here?
Hi, Rob Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge After Dark, my own channel, Robot Shlomo. Yada yada, Visa, everyone. Mercifully, this is going to end another 2 episodes.
Oh, I hope so. It's been terrible. It has just been horrible.
This episode was so bad, even though we watched it, I still have no idea what happened.
I watched it twice. I was watching it right before, I just collapsed it. I've been staying up late playing Scrabble Go. It's my own fault. No, I don't have any. No, I'm not sick or anything. I've been staying up so late playing Scrabble. I had, the last 4 days, I finally passed out and collapsed, right in the middle of it. So I had to go back and rewatch. I was even towards the end. I think I was 48 minutes in. And I'm like, you know what? We'll just watch it together. I still don't remember what happened. It starts off with these Romulans clawing their own eyes out because they're worshiping a giant coffee table, a glowing neon coffee table in the middle of planet wherever.
They're on the planet of Ikeas. That's where they're. This episode, Picard, is so bad it's forced me to bring in some reinforcements.
Yeah.
So this is.
I'm in Colorado.
Should I take a little swig of this?
If you need it. You need it. This episode starts where they're literally clawing their own eyes out.
No, I better not do it. I better not do it on camera. Why am I seeing Brie Larson on your screen?
Why are you seeing Brie Larson on my screen? Because you're seeing my screen instead of the other screen. I'm pulling up a picture. We need visuals.
Brie is a national treasure after all.
Brie has nothing to do with it. But you know what?
She would fit in very well with this crew on Picard, though.
Well, Brie's great-great-granddaughter, Admiral Hubris, was in this episode.
Oh, for God's sake. And Picard actually gave her a what for?
He did. I should have grabbed that clip of he actually told her off, and he's like, hey, Admiral Bitchface, shut your mouth for 1 second. And she's like, you shut the F up. And she F-bombs him again. I don't know how many F-bombs were in this episode, but there's more than one, so not my Star Trek.
He gave her a what for, actually, yeah.
Finally.
So we find out that we really didn't find out anything on this episode.
Yeah, here's the Romulans that claw their own eye.
Yeah, I mean, that's the natural reaction you have when you watch Picard or STD.
Hilarity ensues.
That's my reaction.
And they show it. And they show these women bashing themselves in the head with rocks because they saw a vision of the future or the past. It's the past. Okay, I guess the whole episode revolves around they created synths they had created synths a million years in the past or some dumb crap, or it's the foreseeable future where it's going to be the destroyer of
There's 8 stars around a planet that they had to move. Somebody moved 8 stars to.
I know who did. It's gonna be her, isn't it?
No, it was Mikey Spot, of course, because she's the key. She's the bestest ever.
She's the key to everything. Because when she was going throughout time, being the Red Angel and being her own mother on the Red Angel in Discovery, that's the things that happen.
And we find out Allison Pill. Well, finally, though, they said they're going to Deep Space 12, not Deep Space 9. Because,
I like science.
So finally we have some consequences for killing. She killed the Allison Pill. She kills Bruce Maddox, and finally we have some consequences.
Oh, but all the clones, or not clones, hologram copies of Captain Beard Boy.
That I kind of liked. That was I kind of like that.
Well, it's showing off his acting chops, and I don't blame them for doing it. But
the more I see that guy, the more I like him. I just wish he was in something better than this.
Yeah, because even Space Junkie, what's her name? I mean, I like her as an actress.
Raffi.
Yeah,
Why did they name her after a children's singer?
I don't know, because the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Run. Whatever good idea they had, they squandered by turning Rios into sort of this blubbering idiot.
Well, he's the dude. He's the male.
Yeah,
that's the trend.
Yeah, you turn the males into these weak, blubbering, emotionally stunted idiots, and it turns out Soji looks like somebody from his past.
Well, he had another android chick, another robot chick, right?
I guess. Maybe she's built in her image. But and Picard has the thing, I don't know how to use this. Can someone help me? Technology is confusing.
Had it advanced normally instead of from an entirely different science fiction franchise, then I can see why you'd have some problems. But the Federation used buttons for a reason. They used, switches for a reason. Because you can't be flying throughout space. And, let's use my tablet, for example. You can't really feel the controls on something if you're not looking at. What if you need to, I gotta look over here, and then you press the wrong button and you vaporize somebody. No, you need something with buttons, like my Stream Deck or something.
It's all this,
It's playing with holograms as your controls again, and I hate that so much. Oh, that's so annoying.
Walking.
So annoying in these franchises.
So freaking Lame of the Rings is hiding on the Borg cube.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He even has a New Zealand accent or something, right?
Yeah, and
because he's an elf.
He's an elf. They find him, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 7 of 9 shows up.
Because plot convenience. And then he goes in and gives her a great big hug because she's such a huggy person.
Because reasons. Yes.
Because would he even remember her? What did they have a scene? I think they had half a scene together.
One little scene together.
When she tried to blow them up on the ship, right? And then she's like, "See ya, Picard."
He had his sword raised, ready to
bring a sword to a gunfight again. Pick up a blaster.
So she gets the idea that
maybe it's Star Wars now anyway.
What you're gonna do? She's gonna wake up the Borg. She's gonna form her own mini collective.
This was before. No, this is after incest sister Romulan chick, whatever the Elfulan. She's going through just blasting all the Borg, everyone, all of them.
And then she's gonna open up the cube and cast them all into space.
Well, that's after 7 woke them all up.
Why?
That was the thing.
Why did she want to do that? What was her motivation for? I don't remember.
I don't know. Because they wanted to show a bunch of shots of Borg flying out of the ship. Because it's an Alex Kurtzman thing. He's like, can we have a shot of all the Borg going out in space? Can we have this shot? Can we have that?
They do things, and it's so poorly defined as to why they're doing it, and they just say, because reasons. And this episode is written by Michael Chabon, and
it doesn't make me want to read his books.
Somebody actually, when I was on a plane, somebody was reading Michael Chabon book, and I turned to her and said, Michael Chabon's working on the Star Trek. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm wondering if she thinks it's cool now.
Well, if she's a fan of his, then maybe. I mean, see, maybe his books are better. Maybe he's better in this time period instead of in the future settings in Star Trek. You're so worried about. Yeah, it's like they missed the big picture with Star Trek. So they get the characters, but they don't get the point.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they stop incest sister, I guess. Did they stop her? I don't even remember.
I think they swarmed her. They swarmed her like it was freaking Day of the Dead, where they're gonna pull the guy apart in Day of the Dead. If you guys have seen that one, they're swarming her, and then she just teleports away. I think they show her just kind of disappear. It looked like a teleporter thing. You couldn't really tell because all the Borg were on top of her.
And so, the drummer from Scott Pilgrim, Alison Pill, she's getting to know Soji better, and so
Ask all the
there's
wrong stupid ass questions. Oh, do you eat? Do you sleep? When I'm tired, do you eat? When I'm hungry, do you drink? When I'm thirsty? It's like, no. Ask her what her compound is made of. Do you have a human organ system inside? Do you have lungs? Do you have a heart?
Do you drink? Yes, I'm drinking right now after watching
Do
this.
do you have how does your positronic brain interact with your because with Data you knew that his cooling system acted as a circulatory system. It was it was like a liquid cooling. We can apply that to modern technology. This I have no idea how this bitch works because she's a freaking computer brain sort of that was cloned from Data's cell into what? Is she a human? Is she not? This is the same goddamn shit with Ash Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always drink responsibly, kids, and only if you're over 21. So. But
that has nothing to do with my rant.
no, but since I took a little swig there, it's nice and warm going down.
Smoke weed every day.
So Alison Pill is developing some kind of rapport with Soji, and in an earlier scene, Soji was eating breakfast with Picard, and we got feelings we got feelings at a table, and then Raffi was trying to console the drunk Rio, so we got feelings in a bedroom.
I don't care about these people, though. That's the problem, is that we don't care about any of these people.
And then we get feelings on a bridge, and then we get feelings in a holodeck, and then we get feelings on the bridge again, and then they go off to another planet, and for next week, and we find out that they're ripping off Mass Effect or Borderlands or something. I don't know what it is, but they have 2 more episodes to make this all make sense, and they're not going to.
Well, they're supposed to drop off what's her name at Deep Space 12 to go and turn herself in. Alison Pill's character, the killer, because she's like, oh, I saw what the Romulan. This is when like she got mind melded, forcibly mind melded against her will in the last episode, and she puked.
Mind violated. I mean, can we say mind violated? Mind violated.
Yes.
And here's the thing, people. The more I think about it, the more I think that recent script leak from Angry Mr. Flibble was correct.
Because they have all the holograms. They keep showing all of these holograms.
They keep showing the holograms, but at the same time, that is so stupid and so idiotic that type of twist is what I would expect from this series, because this series is devoid of any sort of intelligence or even entertainment value. This series seems like it was written by a 10-year-old
via Twitter. They're just on text message, because that's all they can focus on, about like 40 characters at a time, and then it's on to the next thing.
You get the germ of an idea, not necessarily a good idea. A germ. What if we bring back 7 and 9? What if we have a Romulan? What if we have a Romulan with a sword that looks like Legolas? What if we have what if you have an android who's like really the daughter, who's really Data's daughter? What if we bring back Picard? What if we have all these holograms of these guys who are all one guy? It's all just very.
It's way too
basic,
much. It's way too much shit.
It's very basic ideas, and they throw as many of them as possible at you to try to overwhelm you, so you can't process anything. Otherwise, you'd say, know something? This show is terrible, and I'm trying to restrain myself as much as possible.
It's not a good show. I mean, yeah. What if 709 plugs herself back into the Borg cube? Why would she? Yeah. She would never. Oh, okay. So yeah, she would have considered that. But she wouldn't have actually done it, not just in a split-second decision just to save one stupid cube from what? And they all got spaced anyway after she plugged herself in. And she's like, I don't know if I want to not plug myself in. And
I don't know if I would want to release them or something like that. Meaning that she would become the new queen. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. Where's Robert Meyer Burnett when we need him?
And this is why I brought him, because I don't have that much to say about this other than ranting at this point as to I'm so much to the point with this series that I just don't care about any of these people.
I want to ask a serious question. We're 8 episodes in. From episode 1 to episode 8.
What's happened?
What's happened? What difference has any of this in the plot made?
Nothing.
I mean,
they just wanted to shoot up a bunch of Borg with Romulan incest sister chick. They just wanted to go blasting all these Borg because they needed an action scene. Because action! Hey, are you taking a nap? Well, pew 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 pew. Wake up! There's something going on. Or when what's her name? She was in the sick bay too. She's like laying there, and then all of a sudden it's just boom, loud noise and flashback of what she was seeing, and it's all that stock footage crap too. Like
the girl who's the key to everything. She's activated. We don't even know what that means. What does it mean when she's activated? We don't know.
Well, they asked the wrong questions in the show.
Why should we care that she's activated? We don't know. What's going to happen that she's activated? We don't know.
Exactly.
She's the destroyer. Why is she the destroyer? We don't know.
Oh, something bad happens. It makes Romulans claw their own eyes out and shit, Makes this happen. That's chin balls. Makes this happen. Same difference, though. They both destroy franchises.
Can I... Will that work for me? Can I do one?
Yes.
Just do a run.
No.
Way to be on top of things. No,
try one more. Try one more.
I'm not as cool as the Fonz. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Giggity.
No, we distracted him with Dax porn.
Terry Farrell.
And the Borg Queen. The other chick's the Borg Queen from Voyager.
Oh, yeah. Who was standing in for...
back when Star Trek was good. Oh. Why can't Star Trek be good anymore?
And I know we've gone on this, and I keep saying this seems like, and I stand by this, this was an idea they had for a series, and they plugged Picard,
7 of 9, and Star Trek things in it.
Yeah, plugged certain Star Trek elements in it and wrote around it to make it fit. And everything is going to be like an overly simplistic explanation for everything that's happened. And that is Alex Kurtzman's MO. Mm-hmm. Everything that's happened is going to have an overly simplistic solution to it. It's going to wrap it up in a neat little bow, but it is not going to be satisfying. I have a feeling that she's activated. And this is supposed to tie into Discovery. It's gonna set events into motion, and we're gonna say, "Oh my God, that is so incredibly stupid."
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be completely unsatisfying.
Exactly.
We have 2 more episodes, and that angry Mr. Flibble tweet, I'm thinking that's true because we saw the 4chan leaks again last night. And we found out most of those came true.
Mm-hmm. They've been coming true. Soji's got data in her anyway. She's like, because there's a scene. Okay, there's a scene in here where she's like, telling Picard, hey, what was Data like? Oh, well, Data, I would love to know what Data thought of me. And what was the scene? I can't even remember it at this point. But she basically says, oh, I can tell you that Data would approve of you. Data loved you too. So she's got data in her anyway. We can see it now. That was one of the leaks on the 4chan thing.
Picard was annoyed by Data, though. I mean,
he was annoyed by Data. He wasn't friends with Data. Data didn't like or dislike Picard. He was an android.
Make it stop.
Any rating, any score? What does this get? Like a -17 at this point? I mean, it gets.
I don't even want to give this. I don't want to give this a Jar Jar. Because it's so undeserving of a Jar Jar. This gets an Ewok.
It gets this.
The Chewbacca. Yeah.
That's the new rating. Is it makes you claw your own eyes out.
Yeah. Can I do another one?
Sure.
Okay, maybe I got to do with 2 fingers. Right?
Uh-huh.
Chin balls. Roll the snake eyes. Okay.
One more?
Let's
One
try-
more?
Yeah, one more. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I don't have negative
Ah.
energies. I have loving energy.
Just loving energies. All right, last one. We're gonna get this right. Third time's the charm. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Am I pretty enough to be sexually harassed?
Is this what you're going for? Is this what you're going for?
There you go. That's it. That's it. You see, you can tell she's enjoying it because the hand's going behind the neck, behind the head. All right. Now that okay.
I'm Becca
All right.
Random 42, and he's canceled. Bye.
I've been me too'd.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Some of the ramblings.